Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing my fall favorites video, and I absolutely love fall, and I'm so happy about it because you get so much yummy food and cute things, and yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be first going over my fall fashion things, then after that, my fall beauty favorites, and finally I'm going to be looking at my random assortment of fall food dash random favorites. So, starting with my favorite fall fashion trend, I'm in love with the leopard print trend, and I got a pair of these leopard print flats from Forever 21, and I really like them. Aesthetically speaking, I think they're really cute. They have this little faux fur leopard print faux fur stuff on the tips, but then they're also a simple black flat with red, well, like with camel and red lining that sort of matches the outside, and then it also has a little ankle strap that's red, and it sort of ties in with the gold, and all of the colors coordinate beautifully, and it's a really pretty flat, and they look gorgeous with either like a skirt or deeper sort of dark jeans or black pants or even black leggings, and like black leggings and a dress. I personally really like them with dark jeans, and you can wear them out if you're going out at night, or just like a sort of, or um, even in the daytime they do make a pretty cute daytime shoe too, but I really like how they're sort of, like, I don't want to say glamorous because they aren't, but they're just sort of fun and different and very, I don't know, they're just sort of a statement piece in a way, but at the same time very sort of polished. And I really like the fact that they're flats, but what I don't like about this specific pair from Forever 21 is that when I first wore them, I stupidly wore them without socks. And as you can imagine, I got really bad blisters. But even with socks, they rub. And I don't know if that's just my feet, because I do technically have a disappearing heel, meaning like my heel doesn't like stick out as much, so maybe it's that. But I really don't think so. I think it's really a poorly constructed shoe because I haven't had that problem in the past with shoes. Um, and because of the way that it's constructed, it's really stiff and very pointed at the heel, if you can see. And it sort of like curves in. I'm not like in, it curves like, I don't know. And that little part right there really rubs. So if you can find a heel or a shoe insert that will fix that problem and make it a more comfortable shoe, then go ahead. That's really great. There probably are ways to fix these up to make them more comfortable, because I really do like how they look. But otherwise, I'd recommend not buying these ones, but just going with that fall trend and finding a different pair of leopard print shoes. But either way, if you can find a way to fix it, then great. But they are very uncomfortable, so just beware when you're buying them. Another thing that I have of leopard print stuff are these slippers. My mom got them for me, and they were just like kind of goofy, fun, fuzzy leopard print slippers. They're really cute and really fun. I think leopard print, I mean, that's just goofy because I like leopard print, but I think it's a really nice, fun way to add, just to add a fun accent to your fall wardrobe. Fall clothes can become so boring because you get the same sort of colors each year. And a lot of people try to incorporate summer stuff into fall, and sometimes it works. But if you're going for a straight up fall with like jeans and a coat or whatever, or if you're going with layered browns or purples or whatever, it can just become the same thing year after year. But what I love about this trend, specifically for this year, is that it incorporates fall colors like black, red, and browns, and like a nice creamy tan. It incorporates all of these colors, and you know, not all of them have the red, but I like it with red. But it incorporates all of these colors in a fun pattern, and it just sort of spices up your wardrobe, and just having it, instead of having like a whole coat of it, or shirt of it, or dress of it, whatever, I like it personally on pieces like just a little bit on your shoe, or having a leopard print headband or nails or whatever. Just add a little bit of an accent, and it just adds a little bit of interest to your outfit. Instead of bam, hit you in the face leopard print, it incorporates fall in a sort of subtly fun way, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I really like this trend. I think it's going to be great, and I'm really excited about it. So, moving on to the beauty side of stuff, I am personally really excited about fall lipsticks. I love fall lipsticks because you do get to wear deep burgundies and plums, and you can't normally pull that off all year round. Now, it does go into Christmas time, and that's really great with a lot of the plums and reds, and especially classic reds for Christmas, but we'll get into that in a Christmas edition. But for fall, I really like the shades of burgundy that you can wear and pull off, because you know, with spring and summer, it's usually considered too intense or too tough, but you can find some really nice warmer shades that look really pretty and sophisticated during fall. So I find burgundy, or that sort of family of reds, the classic red of fall. It's just that classic fall shade. Anyway, so I think Buxom makes some really great ones. They have those little thin lip pencils, and I personally like how they apply, because I'm not a big fan of normal lipsticks, but if you do want to play around with colors and you don't like how expensive they are, and you don't want to spend all of that money for just something you're going to experiment with during fall, I'd recommend buying the NYX lipsticks. Though they aren't very good quality, you do get what you pay for. You can experiment with colors that way by buying a cheaper one to try out for just fall. Because personally, I wouldn't want to buy, say, a YSL or a Marc Jacobs lipstick if I were only going to wear it during fall, or if I just wanted to experiment with the color. So buying a NYX lipstick is a really good substitute, because they're really cheap. I got some from Ulta, and it was buy one get one half off, and like, I don't know, it was, one of them was like a dollar something. They're really cheap, but they're still not too bad. So anyway, that's a really great option to go with, and that's a really great fall favorite of mine. I really love lipsticks during fall. But I'm still not a great lipstick person. Personally, I don't think it looks amazing on my lips or anything, or at least not in big quantities, so I'm more of a lip balm girl. But I still like tinted lip balms, which is why I am in love with the Bare Minerals Jack of All Trades lip balm. And this is in the color Sure Thing. It's sort of like a deeper burgundy plum color. It's sort of like a mix. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but this is it. And that's a swatch test of it right there. And it's a really sheer one, but it's also very buildable, and when you do build it up more, it can get quite a bit of pigment. But again, I'm more of a subtle girl. I don't like bam, hit you in the face, bright, bold stuff necessarily. So another sort of subtle thing is this. It's a nice way of getting the effect of a darker lipstick without having that much color and that much product on your lip. So you can slowly build it up as the day progresses if you want a deeper night look, or you can just have a sheer burgundy look for the daytime. And it really has the same effect, but just in a nice, smooth, silky balm form, and it's not as high impact. So I am in love with this. It's made with jackfruit, which is super good for your lips, and I personally really love the scent of it and the flavor. It's not like flavored, but just that sort of residue that you get, you know, with lip balms that are like, yeah. Anyway, I really love it. It works really well, and it's my new favorite lip balm, so I definitely recommend it. One product that I love, but I'm at the same time not so keen on is the sorry, wow, that was a sneeze. Anyway, um, it's the Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer by Benefit, and I really have mixed feelings about this because on one hand I really like it because it applies really nicely, it's convenient, it's an old twist up, and it applies on your face really smoothly. It feels great on your skin, and it just sort of makes your skin really soft, and it makes your foundation or BB cream or whatever go on really well. It makes your face look great and flawless. I mean, you know, obviously it doesn't cover imperfections, it's only concealer, but it really does a really, really good job of it. However, one day when I was using it, I was normally using it, I wasn't like twisting it up to the maximum amount and using it like a 3-year-old uses a Crayola crayon, you know. But that happened, nonetheless. Though I wasn't shaking it and I was using it perfectly normally, it broke and fell out. And I was very disappointed. I'm not sure if that's happened to other people. If it has happened to you, and you have to use this product, comment below because I'd like to hear about it. I'm not sure if I got a defect one or if it was shaken up on the plane or something, but or if it's just like a fragile product, I'm not sure. But I was really disappointed that it broke because it really shouldn't have done that. So I was disappointed in that way, but the formula itself is really good, so I do recommend it, but buy it with that in mind. So, it's a really cute container. It has little polka dots and pink, and anyway, so this is something that I purchased during the fall, so it's not specifically fall. But another thing, it's orange, so I'm counting it as fall, and I did buy it during the fall, is the Rapid Clear Treatment Pads by Neutrogena. It's the 8-hour ones. They work really well. I used to use the Josie Maran Argan Oil treatment pads, and though this doesn't have the argan oil, so it doesn't have the same moisturizing effect as the Josie Maran, these are so much cheaper and they have the same skin clearing benefits because it has the salicylic, yeah, salicylic acid, I think if that's how it's pronounced, acne treatment. Since it has the salicylic acid stuff in it, has the same effect as that, just without the moisturizing part. And really, it is so much cheaper. I got it at the Nordstrom rack, and it was really cheap. And like the Josie Maran one's really expensive. So if you use this and use a separate moisturizer, and you don't forget to moisturize, definitely choose this one. It's practically a dupe. And it's so much cheaper. I used to use the Clarisil ones, which were a lot like this, but those were a 4-hour one, which is supposed to be faster and better, but which I liked those, and I was sad to switch to this, but though I didn't want to accept it at first, I really haven't seen any change, like, in the quickness of it, if that makes sense. It's pretty much just as fast acting, at least that I've noticed, and my skin has looked really good ever since I've started using this, so I haven't noticed much of a change. So yeah, anyway, it's really, really good, and I highly recommend it. And Clarisol's just like one of the reasons why I switched, despite the fact that the price spiked for Clarisil, or not despite the fact, but part of the reason was that the price spiked for that. It used to be cheaper, then it went up. I don't know. I mean, it might not have at your store, but it did at mine. So, yeah, it was kind of random. But also, it was hard to find, and I don't know. I don't know what happened to it, so maybe I just like changed where I was shopping for it or something, but anyway, it was just harder to find and just more difficult, so I decided to switch to this. So anyway, next on my list is the Josie Maran. Speaking of Josie Maran, 100% pure argan oil light, which, though yes it is expensive, I decided to get the smaller bottle of it just to try it out because frankly I do like argan oil, which is why I was attracted to the argan oil lights to begin with. But I really liked getting the actual argan oil itself, because not only is it a cute little mini bottle, but it can be used in a whole lot of ways. You can use it as a moisturizer on your face at night. I love doing that. And you can use it in your hair to heal like cuticles and stuff, and on all sorts of things. And speaking of cuticles, it also works for like male cuticles and stuff. It's amazing. But a really great trick that I have, and what I love using this for, is for my lips during fall and during other seasons. Whenever the season is changing and the weather's changing, my lips get really dry and cracked, and they get chapped really easily. So after I exfoliate, I use a little tiny bit of this and rub it into my lips, because after I exfoliate, it usually will go dry again unless I moisturize. And this has a really deep penetrating moisture since it's argan oil and it's like 100% pure argan oil. So that'll lock in the moisture and it'll make my lips really soft. So I really highly recommend this, and it's really great for this time of year. I don't know what happens to my skin, but it gets really dry. Anyway, so moving on to the next thing, I have the Everyday Glow by Glow. And it's not the whole not skincare, the whole tooth care treatment system sort of thing. It's not their entire whitening system, but it's like an individual thing. It almost looks like a toothbrush, but a lip gloss like thing. I don't know. And it has these little ridges, and that's the applicator. It's a little like diagonal. It almost looks like those lip gloss things. Ugh. That had some of it on it, but anyway, it's a little twist up, so if you twist this, a little bit will come out of the top, and you just brush it onto your teeth. You don't have to rinse or anything. It says it freshens your breath, but frankly, I really don't see that. I don't like the flavor very much, but I can put up with the flavor because it's that good of a whitening treatment. Really fast acting. It whitens your teeth almost instantly, and I'm a major coffee drinker, so I like having this everywhere I go, because if I have something after, or if I have to take pictures or whatever, it really whitens your teeth nicely for that, and it wasn't too expensive, so I found it was better than getting the whole system, and it was really, I don't know, I thought it was really cool and it worked really well. So I've been looking for a good tooth whitener and it really worked. So saying that I'm a big coffee drinker and I eat a lot of candy, that's a really helpful thing to have. So anyway, moving on to my next thing, I have the Benefit Sephora birthday gift, and it has all Benefit problems. Wow. It has all Benefit products in it. It has the Very Real Mascara and the What's Up highlighter, and it's their birthday gift for the year for all the VIB insider people, whatever. Anyway, so it's really cool. I was really happy because it had little deluxe samples of these two products and it was free, and I'd been wanting to try them anyway. So half of this box is a beauty favorite for me. I had heard a whole lot of hype about the Very Real Mascara. However, when I went to try it, I wasn't really impressed. It didn't make my lashes look all that great, and I wasn't happy with how the formula felt. So I really don't recommend it. I think it was, people were very impressed with the brush and the little tip on it, because it has the little applicator with little spiky brush thing, but I found it actually clumped up quite a bit and it over apply onto my lashes, and I ended up getting it on my eyebrow, and it was a pain to use. So I wasn't impressed, and I didn't like the way it looked or felt either, so anyway, I don't recommend that, but I really do recommend What's Up. That is a fall favorite for me. It adds the perfect champagne-y sort of golden highlight, and it is the perfect highlighter. I love it. It's the best one I've ever used. So, yeah, I was really impressed. It's a lot better than their other highlighters. Yeah, so I highly recommend that, and I was really excited because it was a birthday gift from Sephora to moi. Yeah, I'm really in French mode here, you may have noticed. And it's pretty late, so I'm speaking in French. Wow. Dream your way to Paris, Eiffel Tower's in the backdrop, sort of. Not that it's a backdrop, but it's like, yeah, that's the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, and another one up there. Yeah, I love Paris. So, anyway, yeah, that's it for beauty stuff for my fall favorites in the beauty category. So moving on to food and other random stuff. Okay, it cannot be fall if I do not have Brock's candy corn. I eat it when I'm stressed, I eat it when my videos aren't working out, aka when I'm stressed, and I eat it while I do school, also when I'm stressed. Anyway, so essentially I eat this when I'm stressed and when I'm happy, so yeah. If you were to come over to my house and see a pretty much full bag of candy corn, and you reached in to grab one, you would find this. You would find a piece of candy corn without a tip. Because personally, I like the tips the best, so I've always eaten the tip off and left the rest. Then eventually I'll get desperate and eat the rest of it. But I love candy corn. I love candy corn tips. And it's just not fall without it because, you know, it's just like, it's a Halloween staple and I love it. And I love how bright and cheerful it is. And I like this pillow. It's like bright orange. I love orange. Anyway, it's just like, it's so perfect. And when I was younger, and still to this day, well, let's back up here. If you try to tell me that the separate layers of this candy corn all taste the same, I will be very upset. No, I will prove you wrong, because I've been able to do blind taste tests as a child. This is seriously something I would spend time on. I would taste test each layer of candy corn and do a blind taste test and be able to tell you which one was which, and I got it right every single time. Even if you combined layers, I would get it right. Anyway, so I was a little obsessed with candy corn. That is definitely a fall staple for me. Tips are the best because they're sort of crunchier and harder, and they taste like vanilla. And the other ones are like more salty. Anyway, another fall staple, well, fall favorite is Trader Joe's. They have pumpkin everything. They have a whole checklist in their little newslettery, magazine, catalog thing. I don't know what it is. But anyway, they have a whole checklist of all their pumpkin stuff. They have pumpkin moisturizer, they have pumpkin cream cheese spread, they have pumpkin cheesecake, they have pumpkin bread, they have wow. They have little pumpkin mini pumpkin pies, they have pumpkin croissants, they have pumpkin everything. It's crazy. And they have apple cider, but it's not pumpkin apple cider. So that's kind of gross. But anyway, some of my favorites from them are their pumpkin cream cheese spread. I just tried this for the first time. It is amazing on their pumpkin waffles. They have frozen pumpkin waffles, and these two combined make the best fall breakfast / fall snack / fall dessert / fall anything. It's amazing. Then another amazing fall staple and fall favorite of mine is the Trader Joe's pumpkin bread and muffin mix. So good. Anyway, so these are all my fall favorites, and if there's more that you would like to see, if you'd like to hear about more of the pumpkin stuff that I've tried, or if you'd like to hear about more beauty stuff or more fashion stuff or whatever you'd like to hear more about, you can comment below. If you'd like to see my Halloween costume this year, comment below. And please subscribe and like, and I'd just like to thank you all for supporting me and watching my videos and leaving such wonderful, nice comments. And as usual, if you're going to comment, please just keep it please either make it a constructive criticism or an encouragement or something that'll benefit my channel rather than haters. Please no haters, and I'd like to keep it sort of family friendly or even teenage friendly or just a friendly channel. So no language or icky stuff. Yeah, just no. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this. And if you want to post a video response down below and show me your fall favorites, I would love to see it. So yeah, thanks. Bye.